Back, guys, welcome back. Hi. This is a topic, warming up. I love the fact that on the new update of the OnePlus Pro they put this face thing and this face detection on the front facing selfie camera. I only think Samsung might have done that, possibly, but yeah, just warming up. The thing is about warming up on a ride, even if it's going to be like not tempo, but like a moderate sort of level 2, stage 2 type of ride, zone 2 ride, warm up regardless. I've done it without warming up and it hasn't been a nice experience, trust me. A little topic that I wanted to speak about. Now, I had done a video, and during lockdown, anxiety and state of minds and moods affect the way you do your videos. You kind of almost have to be caught up in the moment to get out what's in here and in here to you guys. Regards to confidence, I don't really have an issue of talking to a phone or a selfie camera, or a camera for that matter. But yeah, you've got to be in the right state of mind, and your sort of facts have to be logical and thought out. And so the reason why I have discussed this topic before, and I pulled it because I actually thought initially just let it go. Sometimes you just got to let videos just go out there. Don't look for perfection. Don't look for, you know, you just put it out. You know, and that is a cool approach as well. You know, that is a bona fide approach. But regarding this matter, the topic was the recent debacle, fiasco over the interview that took place on Woman's Hour Radio 4. The presenter, journalist, stroke, you know, stroke antagonizer at best, and at worst, stoking the flames of Islamophobia, man. Making people, you know, misrepresenting Islam, you know, frightening people further and further away from Islam, making us more of a minority than we need to be in this country. And someone was calling me there. But look, I always say it's important, okay? That kind of like, people need to get their facts in place, and that's the job of a good journalist. But I think at the same time, journalists need to get that breaking news story, and the ones who aren't there at that point in time, then they need to ride on the wave of some sort of controversy to hold their career down. That's their business. Scandal, news stories, trash news, you know, Sun headlines, Daily Mirror headlines. And unfortunately, I mean, the BBC isn't impartial to this. I mean, anyway, so with Emma Barnett, she, a few weeks ago, and I had to look at a lot of other YouTubers and social commentators and influencers and interviews with imams about this particular subject. And the subject was, she put to the recently elected female leader, first female leader of the Muslim Council of Britain. So she, that poor lady, Miss Zahra Muhammad, this Emma Barnett, this Woman's Hour presenter on Radio 4, really belittled her, you know, insulted her basically. She knew that it was one of those sort of leading questions, cheekily put, slyly put, where she already knew the answer. You know, come on, you're a journalist. You know, don't play stupid. The question was this: instead of congratulating Zahra Muhammad, the first female leader of the Muslim Council of Britain, and this role has been, synonymous with men in the past. No, she just decided to just denigrate her. And the question that she put, which didn't really build any bridges, didn't really, she wanted to damage the image of Islam. And there's already a lot of that already going on. There's already a lot of that already going on. And though I knew the answer, it was difficult to articulate correctly. So I had to listen to a lot of other commentators, a lot of other people who have knowledge about this particular issue. The question was this that she put to, notwithstanding the fact that she could have asked us, what's the role entailing? What are you going to do? What sort of programs have you got? For the Muslim youth, for women, for men. What's your initiative with regards to coronavirus and, dispelling the myth of this fake news on social media regarding, the anti-vaxxers. Anyway, so there was a plethora of questions that she could have put to Zahra Muhammad, but no, Miss Barnett decided to go play stupid, play, silly little me, I'm just dumb. Her question was this: why are there no female imams leading prayer? Not verbatim, something along the lines of that, in mosques. Okay, quite simply, I knew the answer, but I wanted to articulate it with a sense of background. And anyway, so I had to. I watched a few channels. Okay, there have been many female imams. Imams doesn't just pertain to the fact that they lead prayers. Okay, but there's also an imam, a sheikh, who imparts the knowledge. There's been many female imams throughout the ages. In fact, one of the commentators was saying one of the first universities was inculcated and introduced by a female, a Muslim female, and so these are facts that even I was unaware of. Anyway, since the dawn of Islam, females they've got many roles and responsibilities. And she's a feminist. She's what they call a second wave feminist. Okay, the role of a woman shouldn't be in the home. Being a mother a bad thing? And let's not forget that Emma Barnett doesn't believe that there should be female rabbis. I looked into this rabbi issue as well. I'm slightly going to deviate, and you'll see why in a minute. I don't want to make this video too long. I looked into this rabbi issue, and only recently, obviously, there's been female priests. Good for you. Good. Female Orthodox Christian Church of England, Anglican priests, female priests ordained. Great, fantastic. That's your belief system. So be it. Only very recently there's been the advent of Jewish ordained female rabbis. However, the prerequisite is that they have to be the wife of a rabbi, and they are known as Rabbah. Not rabbis, but Rabbah. Female rabbis. It's fine, great, beautiful. All power to you. However, there are denominations in Hasidic Judaism that have chosen not to ordain. Have chosen not to ordain women into to the role of female rabbis. Yeah. So, it's like, why are you throwing stones when you live in a glass house yourself? It kind of like, sort of, the discussion, you could see that they were anyway, we're not apologetic. Okay. The reason why we don't have, now the question was, she was none the wiser, Emma Barnett. In fact, she realised that she's opening up Pandora's box, and her intentions were clear. She wanted to ridicule and cause further division at best, and stoke the flames of current Islamophobia. Anyway, so she basically put to Zahra Muhammad, why aren't there female imams leading prayers in the mosques or masjids in the UK? And do you have the numbers of how many female imams we have? And so Zahra Muhammad, so what do you want to know? Women leading prayers, or women imparting the knowledge, who have risen to the role of alims or sheikhs that can give, Islamic rulings. So that's where Emma Barnett got stumped and went back to the initial question. No, I want to know how many women aren't leading prayers in mosques in the UK. And she goes, I'm surprised that you don't have those facts and figures at hand. And I'm glad the way, it was a difficult situation for Miss Muhammad. I'm glad the way she handled it. Nice and formally, professionally. I don't have the statistics at hand. But, I think she avoided giving the reasoning and getting into an all-out tit for tat. The reason why we don't have female imams is because a female imam, let's imagine, leading Friday prayers, Asr, Zuhr, Maghrib, 5 daily prayers in a mosque. Picture this, okay? With a row of, say, 15 men behind her, and the rows are 30 deep each. There's a question of modesty. The physical act of worship in Islam is bowing, prostrating, bending over. This would be a distraction. Spiritually, you're supposed to be at your pinnacle, that ebb of spirituality. It's very, very difficult, even in prayer sometimes. As a Muslim myself, it is difficult. You've got worries, and then that's really further compounded by having a female bend over in front of you. Let's not, so that's the reason why, to, save someone's, to save a female's modesty. Don't allow the modesty to be compromised. And let's be honest, a woman going up on her own, leading prayer, bending over, doing physical actions that is required of our 5 daily prayers, it's not on. So Emma Barnett, she's, she wanted controversy. She knew exactly around the world exactly how we pray. There are thousands and millions of clips on YouTube of how Muslims pray, and there's images that you can Google, videos that you can Google. This is nothing new to you, but you decided to ridicule and denigrate this poor lady, Miss Zahra Muhammad. Props to you, Miss Muhammad. You really, really dealt with it, in an eloquent manner, professional manner, a formal manner. And no, we're not apologetic. That's your belief system in Islam. Women have roles and responsibilities, and men have roles and responsibilities. We are not apologetic about it. And so, I'm sure that someone will, if she wants controversy, she wants her job to be saved. Okay? The journalists, they're like a penny a pound, isn't it? I mean, let's be honest. The BBC has moved to Manchester with their new media centre, got rid of a whole lot of journalists from Radio 5 Live. Some of them are working on LBC now. So yeah, there's been job cuts. So she had to court, and she has been controversial in the past as well. Type in Emma Barnett, type in her parents. Look what her parents have been up to. So this second wave feminism, it will contravene and contradict Islamic rulings on particular things, and the two really can't coexist. One another will be compromised. The paradigms, Muhammad Najjar put it, beautifully. The feminist paradigm and Islam as a paradigm, the two can't coexist, because you know, there's certain prerequisites or requirements. You know, women should be out there not working, don't, you know, no need to have children. Really? Whereas Islam goes, no, it's a noble cause to have a child, be a mother. You know? But, you know, it is what it is. You know, it is what it is. So yeah, there's not really much more I can say on the matter. This is a 15-minute video. I've managed to, you know, wanted to conclude at 14, but hey, there's no, you know, it's forever experimental. But look, as I said, you're going to get these controversies from time to time. Boris Johnson has made a few blunders himself. You know, the bank robbers, you know, Muslim women in headscarves and veils are, you know, resemble letterboxes and bank robbers. It's just insulting, you know. But you know, the leader of our own country, unbelievable. And yeah, she's just jumped on the same bandwagon, really. Controversy, court controversy to keep my job, to ensure that I remain in power, become a, you know, a high-flying, you know, journalist in any field. By all means, Miss Barnett, but not at the cost of Muslims. My advice to you is, if you're sincere in your line of question next time round, interview someone with a, you know, who has a better grounding of this matter. You try to play silly buggers, but really and truly, everyone saw through your game. Everyone saw through your game. I'm sorry if you had bad experience with Muslims in the past, but no, I can only apologise for that. But that doesn't give you the right to, you can't blanch to denigrate our representatives. Okay, over and out. Going to start the ride now. It's a 17-minute warm-up. Bye bye.